All right, hello, and welcome to our IME 450 keychain fixture design project. I'm Ethan Stroh.
I'm Christian DeGrood.
All right, so for this project, we had a problem to solve, and that problem was that the Cal Poly San Luis Obispo Manufacturing Engineering Department needed a fixture to hold the CNC Op1 blank that allows the prescribed CNC Op2 to complete the keychain manufacturing, and without this fixture, the keychains cannot be made. So some design constraints that we had to follow were that the fixture plate had to be machined from a 1/2 inch thick by 6 inch wide by custom length of cut from a Mike 6 tooling plate stock. The fixture had to mount to a designated tombstone from Tombstone City, and the supplies for the fixture could be chosen from the following dowel pin and Mighty Bite components, which have their part numbers listed. Some other design criteria that the fixture had to meet was that it was able to be indicated parallel to a CNC machine's axes. It needed to produce one finished part per cycle with a load in and load out time, both less than 1 minute. And the clamping forces of the fixture needed to withstand the applied tooling forces with a 2.0 or greater factor of safety. So for the fixture design that we went with, starting with our datums, our primary datum is the top flat surface of the tooling plate, which the stock rests against. Our secondary datum is the steel locating rail, which the part aligns against. And the tertiary datum is the dowel pin that we use as a stop to locate the stock in the X direction. For the clamping elements, we used a Mighty Bite clamp, which provides 800 pounds of clamping force total. To mount the fixture to the tombstone, we dimension specific T-slot reliefs to allow for that. To indicate the work coordinate system of operation 2 into the CNC machine, we used a 3/4 inch probing hole. And for the overall structure, we decided for our length of cut, our custom length of cut to be 4 inches, and we put an indicating band into the fixture that allows it to be indicated into the CNC machine axes along the X dimension. Also, for determining the cutting force, the maximum clamping force required, we ran some calculations and found that the maximum clamping force required is 81 pounds. So the Mighty Bite clamp we used is more than enough to meet that. We also ran a finite element analysis and found that the maximum von Mises stress is less than the yield strength of the material, being brass, so the part will not deform permanently. And also we found that the maximum displacement that occurs under the force applied is not significant enough to be a concern.
All right, so here's our design documentation. Shown here is an exploded view of our overall assembly with all those Mighty Bite components, dowel pins, and T-slot nuts. We also have bill of materials there with all of those details. And listed, we also have the clamping force, cutting force, and the safety factor that we used. And next is a drawing of our fixture plate for machining. So notable features here are the tight tolerances for the fixture plate itself. And this is so that when you use our fixture plate, you get the best quality and best tolerances for your keychain that you can get. And next is our standard part sheet with all those 1/4 inch dowel pin, the 2-inch locating rail, and the Mighty Bite fixture clamp that we used. Next is our CNC manufacturing plan, which has all of the details for this operation, including tool numbers, descriptions, operation descriptions, and the time for the process itself. And the overall estimated time was a little over 10 minutes. Next is cost estimation, which includes the engineering time cost, material cost, shop time cost, standard parts and assembly cost. And overall, this came out to be just under $1,600, which is a great deal. So then you can use our fixture and get as many great quality keychains as you want. And next we have the manufacturing of our fixture itself. And on the right there, you can see the fully machined fixture, as well as the fully assembled fixture. Next, we tested the fixture. So we loaded it up on the CNC mill, loaded the part in, and manufactured the keychain. And as you can see on the right there, keychain came out great. Next, and finally, the keychain fit securely in the fixture with no issues. The Mighty Bite clamp formed as expected, leaving no residual marks on the keychain, which is great. And our loading time was 14 seconds, unloading time 5 seconds. And we used a minimal length of cut, which definitely reduced our cost of the fixture plate. And then we manufactured and tested the fixture, produced 6 keychains, which demonstrates our fixture's capability and part reproducibility. So our fixture works great. It's ready for your immediate use in a production line of these keychains. So choose us. We have the best fixture for your needs, and you definitely won't regret it. Thank you.